blonde, not blonde hair. Alright, let me turn my air off.
It's time to wake up, Baltimore, and protect those you care about. Just talking about the problem can make a difference. Visit
strong.
for the resources to Ellie Marker.
Times too many good options could be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of jobs.
Hey Facebook, hello, whoever's gonna tag into my video. How is everybody doing today, this Sunday? Hope everybody's having a happy, great Sunday, the chill, relaxing day. Well, what? Not for me, because I had to work today, but I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I just got off today at 5:15. Let me turn my air off so you guys can hear what I'm saying. Hey Facebook, I'm about to start tagging some people. Who should I tag in my video? Kim. I don't know, like, hi everybody, happy Sunday. I'm gonna just tag some of y'all into my video. I just try to come to the park today before it got dark outside. I'm really in a chill kind of mode. I'm just going to tag some of y'all into my video, and I'm going to cut my car off. I'm probably get hot again, so I'm probably going to cut it back on. Oh, Lord. It feels so nice outside today, actually. It's not even like, it's not even that hot. It's really like warm. Today, what time is it? It's like 6. I think it's like 6. So I'm gonna tag a few more people. I don't know, like I wish like Arbicam, Lakeisha, they're the only people who I feel like comfortable tagging to my video. I mean, I gotta come out of that because I want other people to see it. I don't know, I'm gonna just tag y'all in it. It's hot. Oh yeah, I gotta cut on this air. And I just for a few minutes, yeah, I decided to come to the park today. I just got off work an hour and a half ago. I got off at 5:15. I worked 8:15 to 5:15 today. I mean, but I'm still having a good Sunday. You know, we got to make the best of our days. Yeah, so I'm going to just tag some of y'all into my video. I'm tagging random people, so if you looking like, oh, why am I in the video? It's no specific reason. I'm just going through like my friends list, and I already said like in my last video, if you know you're my Facebook friend, I'm just going to tag y'all. And I wanted to do like a little quick speech today because it's just me in my car today in my little heart shades. You guys see my heart shades? They shaped like hearts. Shaped like hearts. They are so cute and unique. So yeah, I'm just, you know, tagging y'all. Some of you, not everybody. So it's just like a random selection. Like I randomly select people to just tag into the video, guys. So I don't want nobody to get offended. You know, as I said before, you can untag, but why? You know, you never know what I'm about to talk about. It may be interesting. It may be funny. It may be something, advice that you may want to know. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know some things. So, let me take my glasses off. Yes, and I got on some highlighter today. Yeah, so I'm randomly tagging people, guys. My eyes kind of like lazy today. Yeah, so ooh, I got cut on this air. Ooh, it's hot. Not too hot, but I don't know. I realize as I get older, I'm getting hot faster. I don't know why. Antonio. Like, I'm just tagging random people in the video, guys. Royal Legacy. So if you in my video, you're gonna get just getting randomly tagged. Oh, who's watching? Oh, hi. How are you? Hi. Yeah, I got my hair in a bun. So in case you're wondering how my hair looks, it's in a bun. I don't know if you guys can see it. So my hair's inside a bun. My glasses. Oh, these are so cute. I'm gonna take these off. They're like heart-shaped glasses, guys. So yeah, I wanted to go outside and go live today. I had no intentions on going live, but you know, I said every time something comes to mind, I want to talk. I sound like I'm from New York. Talk. That's how New Yorkers say talk. Y'all say talk. Y'all don't say talk. Y'all say talk. Get the coffee. I'm not gonna be on this live long. Oh my gosh, I always say that. Look at my bun. I got blonde hair. Let me open the car door so y'all can see my hair. So I'm gonna get out the car real fast. So I got like blonde hair, and like you see like blonde hair inside my bun. Hey guys. So yeah, let me get back in the car because it's kind of hot out here. Okay, so it's just not gonna be long on this video. And I also wanted to come out here before it get like too dark outside. It's like 6:53. I mean, but it's summertime, so the sun's still gonna be out. So I'm at what I'm gonna talk about today. So what came to mind today while I was at work? Something always coming to my mind, guys. So basically, I wanted to talk about how everything isn't for, yeah, oh my gosh, my hair looks so cute. How everything isn't for everybody. I'm gonna try this whole video. I got on some highlight too. Everything isn't for everybody, guys. My face look chubby. I don't know why I look like that. I'm not gaining no weight. I'm supposed to be losing weight. It's just my homemade iced coffee. I need to get some more ice. I'm gonna stop by my mom's house. I got some homemade iced coffee, guys. So I was just at work today, and it has, you know, something came across me. And you know, sometimes my cousin, I talk to my family, you know, I make sure I keep in touch with my closest relative, you know, check on them, speak on them, see how they're doing. They speak to me, we see how each other's doing and all that. But I want to run something across you guys. So, you know, at my job, it's crazy because I don't mean to, and I already said in like the video before the last video that I posted, is how, you know, we can't let things get to us, and you can't let things get you upset. However, I just wanted to say this, guys. Today's message is that everything isn't for everybody. So everything isn't for everybody, guys. And I'm saying this because, you know, if you ever feel like, you know, you're not good enough at something, or, you know, it's not meant for you, then 9 times out of 10, it's not. And I said this in the last video, and I'm going to keep on saying this, but even though this is not the message that's related to the message I'm going to say today. Today's message is everything isn't for everybody. And I'm saying this because I have a cousin, and I'm not going to say her name. I don't know, one day she may see this video, and she probably knows I'm going to be talking about her. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I'm using her as an example. I'm going to use a few people as an example. However, hi Bernard. Hi Adriel. Hi Baron. That's how you say your name. Oh, hi guys. Thank you for watching my video, my live. So I wanted to say that everything isn't for everybody. And I'm saying this because, again, like my cousin, for an example, she does nursing. She does nursing, and she wants to be the manager of the nursing, of all the nurses on the floor. Like, she wants to be the head nurse. She's going to school for that. I think she already has her associate's, going to get her master's degree, I believe, which is good. And I encourage everybody, if you want to do nursing, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a police officer, if you want to be a paralegal, a lawyer, whatever you want to do, I'm going to say go for it. However, everything isn't for everybody. And I'm saying this because, we'll talk on the phone, and if something is not for me, I try to tolerate it. But I mean, we all gotta have endurance in life. But if I feel like it's tempting with my, my peace, and it's just not for me, I probably won't stay there long. And I'm saying this because, you're doing a job, nursing, for an example, stop. I want people to stop doing this. Like, it's people in the world that are, if you're an artist or a designer, photographer, a model, I feel like if that's what you want to do, you should do it, because people like my cousin, for an example, she has great insight and she's very smart. She's very intelligent. However, if somebody tell you, oh, you shouldn't go to school to be a model, you shouldn't go to school to be a designer, you shouldn't go to school to be an artist, I don't like when people do that. And it's going to be people like that. But if you know in your heart that you want to do fashion design, you want to do modeling, you want to do photography, I'm going to basically just say you should do it. Because people try to, let me turn my car off. I ain't got time to burn my gas. People will try to shoot your dreams down and tell you, oh, it's not going to make much money. You're not going to make money being an artist. Now, in some areas, they may be right. But people got to understand that nothing in life is easy. Whether it's being a model, a photographer, a designer, you got to go to school. You got to learn stuff to how to market your business. You got to learn how to communicate. You got to learn how to manage your business. So even if you're just going to school for, 3 years and a half or 2 years and a half to get that associate's degree, if that's what you want to do, you should do it. And it's people like my cousin saying, go to be a lawyer, go be a doctor, go be a nurse. Everybody is not meant to be a nurse. Everybody is not meant to be a lawyer. Everybody is not meant to be a doctor. And people got to stop saying just because, they feel like in the real world that, because it's such, a health field, it's a lawyer or a doctor, that you're telling somebody to go to school for something that's not meant for them. And so I'm saying, for our today's quote, everything is not for everybody. Like, stop telling people to go to school to be a nurse and they end up being some mean-ass nurse. And that's why you got people with their grandparents and the nursing homes, they're being fucking mean to your family and that shit is ridiculous. Like, how can you go to school for like 4 years and a half, 4 years plus? I'm not even going to say 4 years and a half, 4 years plus. And when you're a doctor or lawyer, they always got to educate themselves about health science, the new medicines that's coming out. They got to stay in school. And I can say nursing, being a nurse, a doctor, that stuff is not for me. I love fashion design. I love music. I love poetry. I like modeling. Nursing, that is not my field. Like, when I went to college, I was 19. And if I wanted to be a nurse, I could have. But I did not want to do that. So I'm saying today, it's like, don't listen to a person if they tell you, oh, go be a nurse or go be a doctor. Now, some point they may be giving you some great advice, but if you feel like in your heart, in your mind, that you don't have the tolerance to deal with changing people, dealing with blood, urine, taking their temperature, their glucose level, if you feel like that is not for you, you should not be doing that. And I know for a fact that I don't have the patience to do that. I like to inspire people and help people in my own way by giving advice, writing poetry. I want to write music, modeling. Helping people does not necessarily have to be with being a doctor, being a nurse. Like, it's people, when I was a security officer, those nurses treated some of the psych patients. They were like patients with mental problems. They treated them people very poorly. And I did not like it, because I'm like thinking in my mind, if I come here to get help, you're the nurse. You should be patient with me. You should be nice to me. You should respect me. Some of them women in the hospital that I've worked, and I'm not saying every nurse is perfect, but I can say at that particular hospital, those women were nasty. Now, I can say some of the psych patients are crazy, or but I don't want to speak on that, because some people really have mental disorders and they can't help that. So I'm saying, if you don't have that type of patience, that endurance, that type of mentality to deal with that, you should not waste your life going to school 5 years plus to take up a fucking degree that you're not going to like, and you're going to have to deal with those people. You got to give them medicine. You got to take their blood pressure. You got to change old people. Like, if you don't want to do that, you should not do it. You should not do it. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to do nursing. I don't want to do no doctor. And I'm going to just say this. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need more of those type of people in that field. But I'm going to say this. If that is not for you, you should not be doing it. Don't waste, I got hot in my car. Let me open my car door. Like I was saying, like, you should not do it. It's too many people that's going to school. Hold on, guys. I had to take my keys out of the thing. It's making too much noise. But as I was saying, like, if you do not want to be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer, and you're just listening to your relatives saying, oh, go to school because it's going to make you money. But then you go to school and it's like 3 years later, you're miserable because you're listening to other people and you were young, so you didn't know exactly what you want, which is okay, because we all have those stops in life where we're just uncertain, where we're unsure. But I'm saying, when you go to be a nurse, you go to be a doctor, you're playing with somebody's life. And I'm not just saying using nursing and doctors as an example. It's for anything. If you feel like, you don't want to be a lawyer, you don't want to be standing in a court defending people for the long periods of time, don't do it. Don't waste 6 years, half of your life going to school for a major that you feel like you're going to be miserable at. I'm not going to do that. I could have been a nurse, but I know that is not my calling. That is not for me. So I'm not going to waste half of my life going to school to get a degree, and it's not for me. And I've watched these women, like some of these women in the hospital I work, they were nasty. And I was pissed. I was disappointed. I really was disappointed, because I'm like, why are you treating some of these patients like this? And they would be talking to them. I'm not going to say any names, because that's, confidential. But, when people have mental disorders, you cannot just come off at them a certain way. You cannot be disrespectful like that. You got to be patient with them. Like, so I'm saying, if you're not ready to deal with that and you don't have that mentality to endure that and tolerate those people's behaviors, don't go to school for something you're going to hate years later or you're going to regret. I've heard things about people talking about nurses and doctors saying, oh, that nurse was nasty, she doesn't like her job, she doesn't greet us. And I'm like, people pick up on that. And that can be with anything. If you know customer service is not for you, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we all got to start somewhere at a job. So sometimes we got to take and endure a little bit. But if you don't see yourself there for long periods of time, it's not going to help you function in that area. And the environment of the people are provoking you. And it's jobs that are like that. Sometimes people be thinking it's you, but once you come out of that environment, you realize it's them. Some jobs just don't want you there. Some people at the job, it's people at the job that will probably harass you and get you fired. I had a job like that. So I'm saying, for today's quote, message is, everything is not for everybody, guys. If you're not good at something, or you feel like it's not making you feel good, you don't like it, it's making you question yourself because you're not floating well in that area, you're not doing well in that area, you should try somewhere else. Because again, everything isn't for everybody. Being a nurse, being a doctor, being a lawyer, all kinds of stuff. Environmental service. I mean, you feel like you don't want a teacher's assistant, children, daycare. I mean, I love children, so I don't know, but everything is not for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. Some people don't have that mentality to deal with that job. So don't question yourself if you feel like, oh, this is not good for me. Now, if you may need that job for now to get by, you should stay there. But if you don't see yourself there for 4 years, 3 years, just do a year or two. But don't stay there for the rest of your life if you know it's going to make you a bitter person or a miserable person, and you're going to keep messing up on something because you feel like it's not meant for you, or people are going to be lying on you at that job. my cousin, she's saying you should go to school to do health because, yeah, in the health field, it's always going to be a job. Humans always going to need help with their health. There's always going to be a job, but it's going to be a job for everything. We need more doctors. We need more lawyers. We need more librarians, random stuff, lobbyists, all kinds of jobs, pharmacists, customer service. Like, we're going to need people who work in the cashiers. You're going to need people to work at Walmart's, work at Target, work at Home Depot. You're going to need people there. So, but if you feel like a certain job is not for you and you listening to other people say, oh, you should do this, and no. And don't make them make you feel bad about something that you want to do. And it's crazy because I used to be that way. Like, when I started college, like growing up, I always would draw a lot. My family, my mom, my grandmother, they all say I was artistic. If you go on my Facebook page, I don't post it a lot, but I did go to college, and I would draw and I would paint. I've been in poster contests. I met the state's attorney when I was young, got a $500 savings bond. Like, I'm really talented, and it's, not a lot of the world see it yet, but I love drawing. I love designing clothes. I like designing shoes. I like painting. That's my thing. That is me. That is something I love to do. I love music. I love writing. I know I can succeed well in that because I love it. And I remember one day I told a guy that I'm going back to school to get my associates, but I told this guy that I told him I wanted to go back to school to be a pharmacist. You know what he told me? He told me that, he said, so what were you going to school to be in the beginning, the first time? I said I wanted to own my own fashion clothing line, my fashion business. That's why I was going to school. I started school when I was 19. I was going to do 2 years at a community college and then transfer to a university. And, what is it? Marketing, clothing, fashion business. That was how I was going to get my degree. That was my field. That's what I was going to do, and I'm still going to do it. However, I told a gentleman right now I was just going to do pharmacy tech because it's like, it's not, I feel like, you should still do what you love, but at the end of the day, it's going to take you time to get there. I don't feel like you should just give up on it. So I told a gentleman, I said, I'm going to go back to school to be a pharmacy tech. And he was like, he said, you're not going to be happy in that. You're never going to be happy. And he's right. He's right. Like, I'm not going to be happy if, I've been drawing all my life, designing clothes, writing music, writing poetry, writing, that's my thing. That's what I love to do. I'm a creative person. I'm a kinesthetic learner. I learn hands-on when things are in front of me, touching it, speaking in person. I like that kind of stuff, So pharmacy, being a nurse, being a doctor, that ain't for me. It's not for me. So when somebody get mad at you because you don't want to do it, it really don't make sense. And like, not that nobody got mad at me, but it's just like, I know that my cousin, she cares about me, but at the same time, I can't listen to her and just go to school and then it's like, I don't like what I'm doing. And I'm wasting my years and my time. And I feel like whatever you do in life, whatever you do, you got to have some type of passion for it. Even if you're a manager at a store, a warehouse, even if you get tired of that job, you got to have some type of love or patience for it a little bit. You may have bad days where you don't feel like coming in, you don't feel like dealing with the people, but you got to have some type of tolerance and passion for it. Like, I still love my job. I still love what I do. But I'm not going to be taking up something 8 years, 10 years, and then I hate it. Not going to do that. You're never going to be happy like that. So I feel like if you want to do fashion, you want to do modeling, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a doctor, a teacher, you can do it. Like, you really can do it. But it's not going to happen right away. Being a musician, it's not going to happen right away. Being a photographer, it's not going to happen right away. Everything comes with levels in life. Everything comes with levels. So when people say, oh, you shouldn't be a photographer or an artist because it's not going to make much money. It is going to make money, but it's going to take time. Just like it's going to take time to be a doctor. It's going to take time to be a lawyer. These things don't happen overnight. So everything has levels. Everything has a place where you have to start. All of those fields have a place where you have to start. So when people saying, oh, excuse me, I got to drink some coffee. My coffee's kind of hot. I'm gonna go to my mom's house and get some ice. So like I was saying, like if you want to be a designer, you want to be an artist, I feel like you should do it. I hate when people try to tell you your dreams are, you know, you're not gonna last long. It's not easy being a doctor. It's not easy being a lawyer. So it's not going to be easy being a musician or a photographer or a model. But if you love it and that's what you want to do, at the end of the day, you should do it. Like I feel like you should do it, because it don't make sense to take and spend half your life in something, and then at the end you're going to regret it, or you're going to hate yourself and you're going to be miserable. I know some people like that. Oh my gosh. Like I know some people like that. Like I know a psychologist, a person named Pharmacy, and they be like, my friend told me the guy, he comes there, he pull his hair out, he be screaming like, ah, like, and you a pharmacist? And I said, do he do this when people around? He said, no. Like when people are at the register and they asking you for medicine, you screaming and you slamming the tape. Like what the fuck? Like if that is not for you, you should not do it. And I'm saying nobody is perfect, but it's just like, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. Like this shit it's not funny, but that's what I'm saying. Like people, everything ain't for everybody. Like if you don't have that type of patience to deal with the job that you want to do, a job that you don't want to do, you shouldn't do it. But if you want to do it, you should do it. That's crazy. Even a psychologist, if you're not ready to hear people talk about their life and talk about their stories and how they having a bad day and what's going on in their relationship, how they not getting none, or how their kids getting on their nerves. If you're not ready to be a psychologist and you're not ready to sit the fuck down and listen to what a random person giving you a rundown about their life, you should not be a psychologist. You should not be that. If you gotta mentally prepare yourself for something if you want to do it. But if you know for certain, like, oh, I know I'm not going to work well at that field. I know I'm not going to work well at this. I ain't going to last there too long because people, you know, it's not going to work for me. It's not for me. It's not for you. That's it. Your gut feeling is everything. Like your instincts are everything. And the universe will speak to you about it. And sometimes, you know, you gotta listen to your intuition, because it's times where I felt like I didn't listen to my intuition, and you know what happened? I ended up in worse situations. The job where it's like I felt like I was getting harassed at, people were lying on me, the supervisor, I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, and it's like I could do everything right, but I was too scared to, like, you know, apply for another job that was paying well, and I was just tolerating it. And I said, oh my gosh, like, I hope I don't get fired. And when jobs don't want you, they'll do what they got to do to get you out of there. That's just how the world works. The world is a very mean and nasty, evil place. I'm not going to say evil, but it's just a dog eat dog world. That's it, and that's all. It's people like that that'll just do that. It's really fucked up. But you know, at the end of the day, when I left the job, I felt a lot peaceful, and it wasn't a loss, because to be honest, as I said in my last video, it wasn't for me. It wasn't meant for me. Like, and I sat, and it's like I was actually going through stuff before I got the job, but I didn't really listen to the signs. When, you know, God give you signs, you know it's not for you. And I took the job anyways, and then I took the job, and it was just terrible. It was something every month, but this is what I'm saying. But anyways, today's shit, my throat is dry. Why am I, every time I talk fast, my voice is always dry? I need some water. This is crazy. Maybe I be talking too much on my lives, guys. I don't know. I like talking, so So, anyways, like I was saying, today's message is that everything isn't for everybody, guys. So if something is not for you, and you feel it in your mind, your stomach, your heart, your soul, you like, oh, I think I should leave. These people getting on my nerves. If you know a job is pissing you off to the point you're running out of your patience, it's time to fucking go. Because you don't want to end up getting fired because you done had enough shit of how they were carrying you, and then they lying on you. They can switch the story around, make it seem like you're the problem, but really they're the problem. So it's like it's your word against theirs, and it's all of them, one of you, and they all lying on you. So it's like, when really the job itself is really bullshit. Like, I'm gonna just say, if it's something that's not for you, and you know you're not gonna last long at it, don't do it. It's time to go. It's time to listen to that red flag. It's time to listen to that sign and be like, oh, it's time to fucking go. And that's not even with a job just for like today. That's with anything. If you know a person got some fucked up ass shit going on with them, it's time to go in that relationship. You don't want to sit around and wait for some shit to happen to you. It's too late for that. That's scary. Like, you might want to leave that person alone. Especially if you got, now sometimes you got people that say, oh, this person, I heard this about such and such. Now I can say I'm a strong-minded person, so I'm going to give that person a chance, because I'm not going to let other people influence me of what they got to say about them. I'll get to know the person myself. But once I feel them out, you know, I listen to them, and they be like, oh yeah, such and such. I'm like, they ain't do that to me. But then it's like I start seeing more things that they saying. One person said this, the other person said that, and I start seeing what the, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off. But it's just like a job, a relationship. Like, if it's not for you, don't do it. Everything is not for everybody, okay? So, yeah, I got some blowing in my hair today. And I got some, what is this? Oh yeah, I put some shimmery bronzer on my face. That's what this is. So again, today's message is that everything is not for everybody. If you feel like you don't want to do something and you're listening to your family, sadly, you're not going to be a happy person. You're never going to be a happy person doing something else that fits somebody else. You be like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Why am I here? This is not benefiting me. This is not making me happy, because you decided to listen to what the fuck somebody else had to say. And it's I'm saying, you're not perfect. You know, nobody is. But if you feel like something is not for you, it's time to go. It's time to change that job criteria, the career. It's time to go. And that's all I'm going to say, guys. I hope everybody have a happy Sunday. Be blessed. Be great. Keep doing you. Do what you got to do that make you happy, guys. Yeah, life is very precious. And sometimes we can take that for granted. And, you know, but sometimes you got to also realize how great it is and appreciate it. Again, I hope everybody have a happy Sunday, and that was my message for today, is that everything is not for everybody. You know, if you feel like something is not for you, it's time to go. Like, don't let other people influence your dreams. Don't let people that even didn't give themselves a try tell you that it won't be worth it because it didn't work out for them. You know, and like I said, like, and it happened to me. I told, I was a teacher's assistant, and the teacher told me she was a previous English teacher, and she was a teacher. No, was that the teacher principal? I don't fucking know. But she said, oh, why don't you do English, or why don't you do reading? And I was like frowning my face up at her because I felt crazy. And it's like, I mean, what was I going to say? Because I didn't want to do that. That's what the fuck. Why? That's why I'm not in it. Hi, how are you, Emmanuel? Hi, Christopher Lovelace. That's why I didn't want to. She was like, why don't you do English? Why don't you do reading? And I didn't know what to say, but at the same time, I felt offended because I'm like, that's not what I want to do in the first place. I wanted to do fashion design. I wanted to be my own business owner. Even if it's not fashion, I just want to own my own business because I feel like I'm a boss at the end of the day. I don't want to be working for these people. I don't want to be working for people. I mean, I'm doing it for now, but I don't see myself doing this forever. It's not working, really. It's irritating. Like, I want to spend time with my family. I want to have a husband, kids. You know, I want to stay home. I want to get up, go to sleep when I want to. I want to do that for the rest of my life. I'm doing it now, but I'm planning for the future, because that's just not what I want to do. No, not for the rest of my life, no. So somebody telling you, oh, why don't you do this? Because that's not for me, and that's not what I want to do. So, again, I said this before, and I'll make this the end of this video. Everything isn't for everybody. Do what makes you happy, guys. Have a great, happy Sunday. Bye. See you next time, guys.